Hello lads and ladies, and welcome to this and welcome back for another video on the channel. 13 days remain when you'll see this video from now until the end of the Sky Bet League One season. Wow, what a journey. We started on the last weekend in July and we are ending on the first weekend in May. It is just mental. And you look at the table, you look at the top two, you even look at the top four, you even look at the playoffs, the teams going down. It's been a good standard at the top, not so much in the middle, and at the bottom teams have struggled. But again, it's been a mental League One season. You could see, 4 teams on 90 plus points and one definitely won't go up, possibly two. But again, it's that time of the season where results matter that little bit more. You start to think about results that happened early in the season, whether you drop points or you won them with a last minute goal or something special. In today's video, we are going to predict Tuesday's midweek fixtures. Not a lot of games, but there are some huge games in the Sky Bet League One race. Barnsley against Ipswich first. Barnsley, huge game for them. They have to win every game and hope Ipswich, Sheffield Wednesday and Plymouth potentially drop points. I do think Barnsley are out of it. Could I see Barnsley winning this game? Of course I can. Barnsley have won their last 9 home games. They've been one of the best teams in 2023. They've won 14 out of 19 games, which has been, a remarkable turnaround since the second week in January. They went on a little bit of a blip where they dropped points away at Accrington and they lost to Bolton at home in that run. But again, they've turned it around under Duff. But I really like Ipswich a lot. This is different with Ipswich. In recent years, you've always thought Ipswich are going to slip up. Ipswich won't win here. Ipswich will fade away. But not this time. They went to Peterborough. Everyone thought they'd drop points, only get a point. They won 3-0. Probably should have had more. The beaten sides that they should be beating, the beaten sides that they're rivaling with as well. Over 5,000 Ipswich fans will travel to Barnsley, which is a remarkable, commitment to the cause, especially on a Tuesday night. But it's what you expect from them, and relegation to them has not been a setback. It's been a really good thing for their football club now because they've got new ownership in. They've got the fans back on side. The home gates have gone up by about it's kind of trebled really when you look at it. They're getting 27, 28,000 regularly now. Their away attendances, they're selling out every away game now. They'd go to Jupiter or Mars away on a Tuesday or a Wednesday night, and they'd still somehow find a way to get there. So it's going to be a really good game. I think it'll be a 2-1 Ipswich win. I've been thinking a draw all week. I just think Ipswich have that little bit of quality, and with 3-4 games to go, they're putting on the pressure, and it's theirs now to lose because of 3 months ago they were always chasing. Now, if they win every game of football, they know they'll be promoted and potentially League One champions. Now, another big game, Bolton against Accrington. They are big games in League One this midweek as well, because Bolton are fighting for a playoff spot. Accrington are fighting for their lives at the bottom as well. I just think Bolton will get over the line, being at home. They had Accrington's number in the Papa John's semi-final. Obviously, I know they were playing against 10 men, but it's a huge game for them. It's a huge week for Bolton because they've got Accrington and Fleetwood on Saturday, both at home, and they can pretty much get to 81 points and pretty much say, right, League One playoffs. We don't really have to go to Bristol Rovers and get something. Because I just think the way they're playing, I think they'll be able to get in. I don't see Derby winning both games, and obviously Peterborough can only get 79 points, so 81 will be enough, and it probably will secure 5th. I think they'll win this game. Accrington are struggling. They've lost 8 out of the last 9, and I don't see a way out for them now. They've got a tough game on Saturday against Cambridge, which is a relegation decider. I just think that Bolton will have the number in this one. So I'll probably go with 2-0 to Bolton. They love a clean sheet. I think it's 21 clean sheets now in 43 games. It's remarkable. James Trafford and the back 4 or the back 5 that Bolton play, depending on the match, always works very well as well. They've got players to play it. They've had a lot of injuries to centre halves and, defenders this year as well that they've done really well. You can tell Ian Evatt is a good manager, and you can tell as a centre half because he's sorted that defence out, and he's also sorted out the core of the team, and the attitude and the endeavour is there at Bolton. Next up, Lincoln against Burton. Two teams this year that have done very well for very different reasons. Lincoln are in the top 10. They've been excellent against the better sides. Went to Plymouth and won. Went to Wickham and won. Went to Ipswich and won. Beat Derby at home. And they managed to, scrape points off the top 6 as well. It's just that little bit of quality at home, breaking a team like a Burton or an Exeter or a Forest Green or a Fleetwood or an Accrington, down. And they just haven't really had the quality to do so. When you go on to Burton and play football against them and, you want to be on the front foot, they've got the players to expose you on the break, because that's how Lincoln like to play. Expose you, get into gaps and get the ball into the box. And, it's worked really well for them as well. But against sides that want to sit back on a low block and don't really want to go for it, it's very difficult to play against. I do think Burton had a good season under Dino, especially considering he only had, 1 point from the first 7 or 8 games. Since he's come in, he's been one of the best managers, and they've been a top 10, top 12 side. For a club like Burton, that's excellent. They deserve a amount of credit for that. I think it'll be like a 1-1, this one. Wow, the games keep getting, big. Oxford against Cheltenham. Now, Cheltenham is safe. Had a really good season, Cheltenham, considering what's happened. Lost the manager, lost Boyle, the captain, and the best defender. They lost Callum Wright. They were able to keep hold of Alfie May. Where they would be without Alfie May, I don't know. 18 goals in 36 games for him is really good. And Wade Elliott has come under criticism a lot this year. Lost the first 4 games. Obviously, first win was away at Exeter, 1-0 away from home. They lost to Burton earlier in the year, and you got a lot of stick for that. But I think he's done a good job. They're only 6 points worse off than they were this time last season. So if they win them both games, I think they'll be level on points from what they got last season. So it'll be, a really, really good season. They go to Oxford, with nothing to lose. Oxford have to win the game or have to get something, because their goal difference is better than everyone else's. It is worth an extra point, but they draw the game all of a sudden. It puts pressure on still. So I think they need to win. I think it'll be an Oxford scrapey 1-0 win. Very tight affair, just because they're at home. I'm backing them. Wow. Plymouth Argyle against Bristol Rovers. Joey Barton will have them fired up. I could tell you that, because he'll be saying, it's theirs to lose. It's their cup final, lads. You go and enjoy the occasion. Just play with your hearts out. We've got a couple of games to go. Then you can go on your holiday and we'll rebuild again in 6 to 8 weeks. But I think Plymouth get over the line, because Plymouth, they find a way now, which they haven't done in previous years, especially last year where they fell out on 80 points. They find a way. Shrewsbury away in the last minute. Didn't play too well. Got over the line. Won against Cambridge 3-1 the other day. It wasn't vintage Plymouth, but they got over the line and still scored 3 great goals. It's almost like when did Plymouth slip up? But if they win this, they have the chance at home against Burton to win promotion. It's as simple as that. It's literally like, getting 3 darts at a dartboard to win the World Championship. You can't ask for more than that. It is in their hands. It's easier said than done. But Plymouth Argyle will get over the line, and they're going to go for, I think it'll be 2-1. I can see Bristol Rovers scoring, but Plymouth just edging this one out. So let me know your score predictions down in the comments. Do we agree? Let us know in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We are so close now to 11,000 subscribers. We're trying to hit it by the end of May. So if you could help us out, that'd be massively appreciated. We're just projected just a little bit off it by the end of May, but with your help we can get back on track and go and hit that goal. If you could like the video as well, that'd be massively appreciated. So much League One content on this channel coming up for you in the next 6 to 7 weeks. Just because the League One season ends in 2 weeks doesn't mean we take our foot off the gas. There's playoffs to discuss, there's the end of season stuff to discuss, so many things coming here for you on this channel. Thanks very much for watching. Until next time, guys, I will see you later. A big over and out from me, up the Sky Bet League One. The Bosh.